Welcome to Read and Learn English. Keep reading. Keep learning. Keep growing. The door behind them closed with a low, heavy sound. Eli stood still for a moment. The sound echoed in his mind, as if it had closed something inside him too. The hallway ahead was long and narrow, made of dark stone. Small lights floated weakly above, flickering like tired stars. No one spoke. Each step felt slower than the last. Eli held the small silver key tightly. It was warm now, warmer than before. With every step forward, it pulsed gently, as if guiding him. "This place feels old," Tom whispered. "Older than the academy." Mia nodded. "And full of memories." The air felt heavy, not with danger, but with sadness. At the end of the hallway, they saw a wide wooden door, cracked and worn by time. Strange symbols were carved into it. Some were broken. Some were scratched out. Eli pushed the door open. Inside was a forgotten room. Dust covered the floor. Old books lay scattered everywhere. Broken magical tools rested on tables, as if someone had left in a hurry long ago. The room smelled of paper, stone, and something lost. "This looks like a classroom," Tom said softly. "A classroom that no one wants to remember," Mia replied. As Eli stepped inside, the silver key began to glow. Suddenly, symbols on the walls lit up one by one. A deep voice filled the room. Hollow Academy was built to protect balance. The friends froze. Images appeared on the walls. Teachers teaching magic with care. Students learning together. And among them, tall figures in cloaks. "The keepers," Eli whispered. "They were guardians," the voice continued. "They protected knowledge, not power." The images changed. The guardians argued. Fear appeared on their faces. Dark shadows crept into the room. They believed fear would keep the academy safe, the voice said. They were wrong. Mia felt her chest tighten. So the darkness was created? Yes, the voice replied. By fear. By doubt. By the need to control. Eli clenched his fists. Everything he believed was changing. Before he could ask more, the lights flickered. The room shook violently. Books fell. Cracks spread across the walls. The truth has a price, the voice warned, and then, silence. Silence filled the forgotten classroom. Dust slowly fell from the ceiling. The broken books lay still on the floor. The truth they had just heard stayed heavy in the air. Eli was the first to move. So the darkness was not born evil, he said quietly. It was created by fear. Mia hugged her arms. That means it can happen again, she whispered. To anyone. Tom looked around the room. If the keepers were once guardians, then someone must still be feeding the darkness. Before anyone could answer, the silver key in Eli's hand began to glow brighter than before. The light spread across the floor and rose into the air, the room changed, the walls faded, and the three friends found themselves standing in a wide, empty space. Above them was no ceiling, only darkness. Then a figure appeared. He wore a long, faded cloak. His hair was gray, and his face looked tired, not angry. His eyes held sadness and regret. "I am the first keeper," the figure said slowly. Mia stepped back. Tom clenched his fists. Eli stood still. "You failed," Eli said, his voice shaking. "You let the darkness grow." The first keeper nodded. "Yes. I believed fear could protect what I loved. Instead, it destroyed everything." He raised his hand, and images appeared around them, students hiding in fear, teachers arguing, magic breaking apart. "I chose control over trust," the keeper said. "And darkness was born." Mia felt tears in her eyes. "Can it be stopped?" she asked. The keeper looked at her. "Only if someone chooses differently." Two paths appeared in front of them. One path was bright and warm. Eli could see familiar hallways, safe classrooms, and quiet days. It was the path of leaving. The other path was dark and cold. Shadows moved inside it. At the end, nothing could be seen. "If you walk the first path," the keeper said, "you will be safe. The academy will fall slowly, but you will live. If you walk the second path," he continued, "you will face the heart of the darkness. You may lose everything." Tom swallowed hard. "Including ourselves." The keeper nodded. The silence returned. Mia looked at Eli. "I'm afraid," she said honestly. "But if we walk away, the darkness wins." Tom stepped forward. "We didn't come here to be safe. We came to protect Hollow Academy." Eli closed his eyes. He thought of the students laughing in the halls, the teachers who still believed, the academy that gave him a place to belong. He opened his eyes. "We choose the dark path," Eli said firmly. "But we choose it together." The silver key flashed with light. The bright path disappeared. The dark path opened wide. As they stepped forward, the first keeper spoke one last time. "Remember this," he said. "Courage is not the absence of fear, but the choice to move forward despite it." The darkness closed around them, and the real trial began. The path beneath their feet slowly changed into stone steps, leading downward. With each step, memories appeared around them, memories that were not their own, students crying in empty classrooms, teachers turning away, doors closing. "These are the academy's memories," Mia said softly. "The ones no one wanted to remember." Suddenly, the darkness pulled back. They stood inside a massive hall. Tall pillars rose into the shadows above. At the center stood a mirror, black as night, smooth as glass, and in front of it stood figures, the keepers. They were no longer human. Their faces were hidden by masks of stone and shadow. Dark energy flowed around them like smoke. "You should not be here," one keeper said. His voice echoed, cold and hollow. "You chose fear once," Eli answered, stepping forward. "And it destroyed Hollow Academy." The keepers laughed, low and broken. "Fear gave us power," another keeper said. "Fear gave us order." Mia shook her head. "Fear only creates silence. And silence kills hope." The mirror began to glow. Images appeared, each showing one of them. Eli saw himself standing alone, abandoned. Mia saw her friends turning away from her. Tom saw a future where Hollow Academy was gone, erased. "This is what awaits you," the keepers said together. "Give in. Walk away." Eli's knees weakened. The images felt real, too real. Then he heard Mia's voice. "Look at me," she said firmly. He did. She was shaking, but she was still standing. "We are afraid," she continued. "But we are not alone." Tom stepped forward beside them. "And we choose to stay." The silver key burst with light. The mirror cracked, a scream filled the hall, not from the keepers, but from the darkness itself. The shadows rushed toward them, forming a single shape, tall, twisted, and powerful, the heart of the darkness. It reached out, the ground broke. Eli grabbed Mia's hand. Tom raised the lantern high. "This is it." Tom shouted. The heart spoke without a voice. "You cannot destroy me. I am every fear you hide." Eli stepped forward, his voice shaking but strong. "Then we stop hiding." The key plunged into the darkness. Light exploded. The hall began to collapse. As the shadows screamed and pulled back, one truth became clear. The final choice was coming, and not all of them might return.